All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, hopefully we do not have bad news again as Errol Spence Jr. posts something to Instagram that looks like might be another postponement and what's going on with him and his career. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 154-pound division where Errol Spence Jr. releases a video on Instagram, and it looks like he has a big patch over his right eye, the same eye that would be that I do believe that he had a torn retina on that had prevented the fight between he and Manny Pacquiao. Man, he utters something in it, but let's talk about that. But before I get into it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much. And thank you to everybody that supports in the Super Chat and the Cash App. This is hopefully not bad news. Errol Spence Jr. just 5 minutes before I did this video posted it on Instagram.
Yeah. Okay. The wrong person.
A video that said where he is in a, and I'm going to show you the video. Clearly, you're going to see it is he's in a tan do-rag and a tan shirt, coming out of a hospital with tape over his eyes, over his right eye. If you don't recall, man, Errol Spence Jr. had a torn retina previously, and that happened and wound up having postponed the fight that took place between he and that was going to take place between him and Manny Pacquiao. If this is another eye injury, then man, what an very, very unfortunate situation it would be for him. To have another fight held up, and I can only say that the ramifications of it would be wide-ranging, man. So if it is surgery, and again, I guess I could call, I may very well call and check in on his family and kind of see, you know, what the situation is with that, and if I hear from them or hear from sources in there, I'll update it. But it looks like that may actually postpone a fight that could be taking place between Errol and Terrence, and the ramifications are plenty. Number one, that is not a good thing for Terrence Crawford. It's not really a good thing for the 147-pound division because that is a big fight where where it kind of lets everybody know what they were doing. So if the fight is off or postponed, that's a long period of time where Terrence Crawford isn't fighting, or Terrence Crawford would need to fight against one of these guys for the belts that he has. I mean, it possibly could mean that he could fight Jaron Ennis, be in the ring with Jaron Ennis to defend his IBF title or to regain his IBF title. That could possibly take place, or he could defend any one of the other belts that he has in that division. He could also move up to 154 pounds, acclimatize himself to 154 pounds. But man, it just puts everything up in, man, just throws everything up in the air, man. And it's just, man, I certainly hope that that's not the case. As far as Errol Spence Jr., this would just be another step in his career of just ever since he had that car accident, the real big car accident where he was thrown out of the car, just injury after injury after injury. And it could very well be the case that it would have made his decision to get in the ring with Terrence Crawford even a smart decision, because man, it just seems like ever since he's had that, the injuries just keep coming. He's had, of course, he had that. Then he had the original one where he got thrown out of the car and made him wait for 2 years. Then he has a fight canceled with Manny Pacquiao for a torn retina, and then he has a fight after Terrence Crawford fight didn't initially happen, where another fight of his postponed with a car accident that took place there. Then you had, reports that he was injured in sparring heading into the actual fight with Terrence Crawford. So to come out and have to have, another surgery on his eye, a second surgery on his eye, man, it just means, man, it's just such a hard situation. Now, I do know that this would not be the first time that people have had multiple surgeries on an eye. I do believe that Sugar Ray Leonard had more than one. I know that Abner Mares has had more than one. And when you have a torn retina, there is a likelihood that could take place again. Errol Spence Jr. says something in this video, but it's very, very hard to get what exactly it is that he was saying in the video. I could play it again. I'm definitely going to put it in the video itself. But look, man, my prayers just go out to him, man. Go out to his family. And hey, man, that's one of the reasons why you got to get the money when you get the money, and you got to take the fights that you got to take. In order to secure yourself and secure yourself financially moving forward. Just from the looks of it, it looks like, man, we're probably not going to see an Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford fight in April or May. And it's just, I mean, I don't even really know if that's unfortunate, man. It just seems like, everybody's got their own path in life, and it's just, man, just kind of hurt for the guy, man, because he seems like, he's a very, very good dude, a hardworking guy that really wanted to fight the best, and just to have these series of unfortunate events in his life, man, like I said, I just feel for him. But again, what's going to happen? We don't know. Terrence Crawford and what Terrence Crawford is going to do, I think, is the thing that is going to be the most up in the air, right? Because if Errol is injured, then Errol just can't fight. But what does that mean for Terrence Crawford? And what does it mean for the 147-pound division? Now that he is not, and I'm going to assume that he would be able to get out of his rematch clause with Errol Spence if this injury pushes it back too far, or if Errol is unable, to continue to fight. That really affects Terrence Crawford and a Terrence Crawford payday, which was going to be very significant. Of course, the Jermell Charlo fight was already off the table for Terrence Crawford, at least according to Terrence Crawford. And Jermell already lost 2 of those belts. And Jermell Charlo is in a legal situation. It kind of makes it where his situation is up for question. The Canelo Alvarez fight may or may not be there, probably is not there for him. Man, just interest, man, it's just wild situation. But anyway, that's my take on the situation. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.